Hello YouTubers and welcome to another Satisfactory video. This is Maudeeb here with this insane little power facility that I just built. Yeah, um, this thing is generating in the tunes of 225 gigawatts of power. Yes, 225,000 megawatts. And the kick of it all is that it only needs water, and down here there's that single little miner all the way down there, and that is pulling coal, and that is it. The secret to this little setup here is a mod called Make Wood from Coal, and basically I'm just converting the coal to wood, feeding it through a few constructors that converted into biomass and converted into solid biofuel, and into these refineries up here that converted into liquid biofuel, and feed it into all these generators down here. There are 150 generators, 25 per floor, and if you're astute, you can see that I actually copied the same factory over 6 times around. And if we look down the center hole here, you'll actually see, yeah, that's the actual initial platform that I used to build all this, with the 6 rays coming out of it, and the symmetry came out perfect. I also did the same down here in the lake. This is the water source for the entire facility, and it is pulling a massive amount of water. Let me get down here real quick and show you what's going on. Now, like I said before, I am using mods. This is modded Satisfactory. So there are quite a few things going on. If you look in the description for the video, there's a list of all the mods that I'm using. One in particular is the big storage tanks and MegaPumps mod, which gives you these huge water extractors, and they have 5 pipe outputs, and these are all overclocked to the max. And as you can see, they're pulling over 2,000 water per minute and using over 1,000 megawatts of power each. And if all that water goes into these packagers, these are from most of the factory buildings in this here are from a mod called Mark++. And literally every building in here is a Mark IV variant of your vanilla factory buildings. You can see that's a Mark IV. And if we look at it, it is packaging 450 water per minute and sending it off into these cool things. These are from another mod called storage teleporters, and these give you a point-to-point transport of your items. So there's one here receiving the water bottles, and there's another one up there in the middle where the refineries are, that is receiving the water. And from there, the packagers, the empty canisters, go through another teleporter, and they come out here back into this system. And all this multiplied by 6. This setup right here is pulling pretty close to 13,500 water per minute, I think. And then over here, we have a coal node with a Mark IV miner. There's a mod called Mark IV miners, and this is a special miner because it actually has 6 outputs, and each output can handle up to 2,000 items per minute. So to do that, I'm using another mod called Conveyor Belts that has a Mark 6 belt and a lift, and those can handle 2,000 items per minute. You cannot do this with Mark 5s. It is just not possible. There's too much output from this thing, and of course, going into teleporters. Checking out the beast up here. We'll come up the middle, and you'll see that these teleporters here are the inputs for the factory floors. This is where the coal is coming in. You'll see one over there, over there. You see that where all the teleporters are. And they go into these constructors that convert the coal into wood with that make wood from coal mod. If we look at it over here, you'll see that, again, Mark IV constructor. And you'll see that that gives you a recipe called coal reverse process, and that takes the coal and converts it back into wood. And that wood goes off into this row that converts it into biomass. And again, these are Mark IVs, but these could produce an insane amount of biomass, 300 wood per minute, and then they output 1,500 biomass per minute. That's why we need these Mark 6 conveyors that are easily handling that. And then this floor over here, all these constructors are converting the biomass into solid biofuel, and off they go up. This is the surplus biomass from this system. The surplus goes up here to these three, which are also converting it into solid biofuel. And then they go off into these refineries that take the solid biofuel and turn it into liquid biofuel. That's what these are. There's a refineries up here also doing the same thing. And then up here we have another row of packagers which are unpacking the water and sending off the empty canisters back to that lake facility. And then the water just goes down into these refineries. And you note that in this system, everything is gravity fed. There is no pumps because I'm feeding all the water down instead of up. And same with the liquid biofuel. The biofuel goes down. So no need to use any pumps on these lines. Same over here. So that makes things a little bit more efficient when it comes to running all that liquid around. And then over here we have all our fuel generators. Again, these are all Mark 4s. And as you can see, the numbers from here, these generate 1,500 megawatts of power each and consume 120 fuel each, which is literally 10 times what the vanilla generators would do. Yeah, one of these is worth 10 vanilla generators. So you can imagine what this would be like if we tried to do this with vanilla. There's 25 fuel generators up here. We would need 250 vanilla generators to do the work that these are doing right now, and multiply by 6. There's another set there, 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 and there. Yeah, you can see why I like the Mark mods and stuff like that, because you can make, even though this thing is massive, this is actually really compact compared to some of the setups I've seen with vanilla machines only. And when it comes to power, I am not kidding when I say that this generates 225 gigawatts of power. As you can see there, it is actually producing that. And the factory itself takes about 20,000 of that. And that includes the water and the coal miner over here. And that's a pretty fair trade-off considering how much power this whole thing takes. And if you really want to get crazy with it, there's actually another coal node right there. There's actually two more over here. I think all these are pure. Let me take a look at that. Yep, that's pure. And then there's one right here. That's pure. Yeah, so you could actually run 3 of these facilities and get you a good 600 gigawatts if you really need that much power. Clearly, there's enough room in the lake to pull all that water for all that. And I would think something that massive, I'd probably build a couple more levels on this to do something that crazy. I might actually try it. Give me some time. I might do it. Let me let me try to figure out how do I want to skin these up and make them look cool, and then we'll talk about making an extension to this later. But yeah, that's the cool thing. Like I said, all the mods that I'm using are in the description. And if you want to check it out, or if you want to play with the map, just drop me a message, and I'll post a link to the download. So do the cool thing, leave a like, leave a subscribe. You all know what to do, and we'll see you all later. You all have a good one.